All right, guys, this is part two of me responding to Miss Tina Chin. Now, Miss Tina Chin came out and she asked a bunch of questions. See, I didn't listen to your whole entire live when I made the video last night. I was at work and I kind of caught it towards the end and I kind of get a gist of what you were talking about. And I came and I make a video on my lunch break, right? So now I'm getting the opportunity now that I'm home and I'm listening to your whole entire live, all right? First of all, Tina, again, I'm not gonna come out here. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna curse you. I'm not gonna call you no gal. I'm not gonna call you the things that you call me because you know why? Like you said, you are totally different from me. You handle things different from me. You handle yours in a more ratchet way. I handle mine in a more diplomatic way, especially with people, again, like I said, if I had some form of friendship with on a social media friendship or some form of respect for, which I still have respect for you. Regardless of what you want to call me, gal, regardless of how many voice notes that I could play that I won't, of the way you're classing me, the way you're carrying on. Literally, Tina, the way I hear you on your voice notes, it brings tears to my eyes. And it don't bring tears to my eyes because of what you're saying. It brings tears to my eyes because I'm realizing how unhinged you are. It brings tears to my eyes because you guys have made social media turn you guys into this monster where to the point that it's affecting your mental. That's how bad it sounds in these voice notes that you send me when you're ranting and raving and cursing and carrying on. All I'm hearing is pain, and mental issue. And that's why it brings tears to my eyes. But I'm going to respond to you because you're asking several questions in the video of why I would want peace with people like this and why I want peace with people like that. Okay, I get that. And you're 100% correct. I cannot feel what you feel because I have not gone through that. And the reason why I have not gone through that, Tina, unlike you, and maybe certain others on social media, you guys didn't do enough to protect the privacy of your family, the privacy of your kids. You did not know how to back off when people was coming for your kids, coming for your son, your daughter, coming for, you guys didn't back off. You just kept it going and going and going and tit for tat and tit for tat, da da da. I know differently. When I see people start to come at Queen Bee in a certain way, I start to kind of back down a little bit. Not because I'm afraid, not because I don't want to speak up more, not because I don't want to reveal more. I got so much stuff in my phone, in my tablet, on my computer that I could reveal on social media to make social media just explode on every different angle with many different people. But I don't do that because that is not what I'm out here to do. I'm out here to have a platform where I could speak my mind. I could give my views. I could give my reviews. If I'm upset about something, I could come out here and break it down of why I'm upset. I mean, that's what my platform is for. It's not even for money. It's not even to build wealth. It's not even to say, okay, one day I want to be able to kick back and put my feet up and just be on social media and don't have to work like I hear some people are saying. That is not my aim. That is not my goal. My aim and goal is to have a platform that if I need to speak to a wider audience other than myself, I could come and I could do that. And even if it's 100 people that listen, is 100 more that heard me than if I didn't have a platform. That is what my platforms are for. It's not about what you guys are about. Now, I built it on Mix Up. I built it on drama. And that is where I kept it, and that's where I'm going to continue keeping it, right? So therefore, yes, I am going to bring mix up and drama, and anywhere I got to pull it from, I'm going to pull it from. So for all who say that I walk around all over social media and I'm in everybody's business and I'm on everybody's platform, I'm supposed to. That is what a blogger do. They go from here, there, and everywhere. Pick this here, pick that there. Bring the news here. Bring the mix up, yes sir. Take it from up, there, sir. Take it from down, there, sir. I bring it to your platform for the audience that loves the mix up and the drama can able to see. So of course, I'm going to be all over the place. Buzz, buzz, BB. So you guys talking about I'm all over the place? Shut the hell up. All right, all right. Anyway, let's get back to you, Miss Tina. You asked a few questions in your video. And some of your questions is about how can I ask you to make peace with people that drag your children, drag your grandkids sexually, verbally, and over the internet, your grandkids? How can I ask you, Tina Chin, to make peace with people that call police on you, send immigration after you, report you to FBI, report you to CIA, and report you to all these different places? How dare you, Queen B, ask me to be friends or to make peace with these people? You know why I could ask you, Tina? Because I have not come forward, which I should, right? Because that's being a part of being biased. I have not come forward and asked Donna, yes, I'm calling her name, and who don't like it, bite it, put it in your pipe, and mother effing light it. I didn't ask Donna to make peace. I didn't ask Marcia to make peace. I didn't ask Maxine to make peace. I didn't ask who else? I didn't ask Lorraine to make peace. I didn't ask who else? I did not ask those other ladies that have been through the same thing that you are talking about, that you've been through. All these ladies been through everything that you spoke about. Their grandkids, except for Donna, because she don't have grandkids yet, but everybody else that I mentioned have grandkids. Their grandkids was also verbally, sexually, over the internet been abused. Their grandchild has been threatened. Their lives has been threatened. They also had police called on them. They had people going to police station to report them. They had people writing in letters about them. They had people, setting up emails about their business and that they're scammers and that they're thieves and and it just go on and on and on and on and on. So their kids and them, Tina Chin, have been through the same things that you have been through. And yet I never came out here and asked them, please make peace reign. But I'm going to ask it today. Can everybody in that circle that I mentioned make peace reign? Because by making peace reign and by able to establish some kind of peace, and I'm not talking about peace overall on social media, because peace on overall social media will never happen. Will never happen, because there's too many places behind dark screens, and there's too many people behind, the dark, phone screens, and behind the computers, and they're behind, their tablets and their phone. It's too many behind there that don't want peace. And as long as they are there and they're not being dragged out and not being exposed and not being, squashed and not being put to rest, as long as they are still behind those scenes doing those things, it will never be peace on social media. So no, we're not going to have overall peace. But what we can have is the people that I've mentioned, you, Tina Chin, Marcia Campbell, Lorraine, Maxine, and all the other females that been going through this for the past 5 years, because all of you guys been going through the same crap for the past 5 years. There's no one that only been through it for a year. There's no one that only been through. No, you all in that circle that I mentioned been going through this for a minute. And I'm talking about that little piece of circle right there. If some form of peace can be accomplished, or even meet in some kind of middle ground somewhere. And you don't have to be friends. You don't have to walk hands in hand singing kumbaya. Nobody is asking you to do that. But if that little circle that I mentioned could come to some form of understanding and mutual respect for each other business, and each other family, and stop throwing words, stop throwing shades, stop putting up, posts and jamming and jagging and sticking at each other, and form some kind of peace, some kind of mutual understanding. It would end some of the pain that all of you ladies are going through. It would end the bashing of your kids and family. It would end, the sexual assaults or whatever you call it of your grandkids. It would end some of the misery and the deep hurt and pain that you continue to go through as ladies together in this. It would end some of that, because together you were able to beat the demons behind the dark screens. Together, you'll be able to defeat the wicked demon enemies that's behind these phone screens that continue to push war and continue to push fire and continue to push these hurts upon all of you ladies. That's what I am talking about. And that's the type of peace I'm asking for. So don't come up here and label me as if I'm some form of, trying to be on some kind of team, or trying to be friends and trying to kiss up people ass and all this bullshit. Don't come up here and present me in a light like that is what I'm aiming for, and that's the reason why I'm coming out here asking you about peace with an individual. No. But it has to start somewhere. It has to start somewhere, Tina. And for the fact that you and that individual was supposedly going to end up in the same room of the award, or in the same area, or at the same function, I decide to start with you. To say, eventually now, finally, y'all may end up meeting in real life. And if you did end up in real life, then y'all need to able to trash it out right then and there, get whatever misunderstanding out of the way, apologize to who need to apologize, retract whoever need to retract, shake hands, and walk away in a more peaceful manner. So therefore, coming on social media, we no longer have to see, you dashing up some words against that person, him dashing up some words against you, he making a post about your business, you making a post about his business. Maybe, just maybe, we could end at least that part, because that's a start. Until we move on to the next person and the next person and the next person. What is wrong with me asking for that? And what part of that make me a hypocrite? Because I want at least that little circle right there to see if they could come to some kind of treaty and could able to acknowledge each other pain and point finger and say, you said this and you said that, and I said this and I said that, and everybody together can say, you know what? I did say it. or I didn't say it, and here why is my proof I didn't, kind of trash it out a little bit, right? And you could able to finally say, you know what? Let's just forgive each other and move on. Yes, the hurt will never go away. Yes, the damage has been done, but we're going to trust God that because of this peace treaty or this peace that we're trying to, come together now to accept the parts that we played in each other's life. And we're going to accept the part that we each play in destroying each other's life. We're going to accept the part that we played in destroying other people's business and each other's business. And we all just going to come together. We're going to accept the parts that we played, and we're going to apologize for it, and we're going to ask God to come down and start the healing process, because only God at this time can start that healing process, not social media. Social media don't want peace. And that's why you can have people in your comment section and even around you. And I'm sure bloggers are going to run with your video. Tina Chin cuss out Queen Bee. Tina Chin done the old hypocrite girl. Of course you're going to have that. You know why? Because they don't want peace. They don't want to see peace. They want to keep it spreading. And that's the reason why they could call me hypocrite. Because why? Because I will come out and say, I want peace, I want peace, I want peace. But yet they see me post up stuff on my status that's not of peace. I post up, drama. I post up the little mix up them that's going around town. Of course, that is what my page is for. But when I call for peace, I'm not calling for world peace. I'm calling for peace among the major players on social media that's helping to bring down the dynamics of social media, bringing down the peaceful existence that we could have on social media and get back to the olden days where we can now enjoy social media again. The major players is who I would love to see come together and be peaceful. And if you want to shoot me, if you want to chastise me, if you want to class me up as gal, if you want to class me all kind of different ways, because that is what I'm asking for, then you're going to have to continue classing me. But you know what? I'm not going to class you back. I'm not going to class you back. Because I understand your pain. As much as you think that I don't, I understand your pain. But Tina, for how long? If you die tomorrow morning, do you really truly want to die with such anger and hurt and bitterness and hatefulness in your heart? Do you? And all I'm asking, let it start somewhere. Because I have witnessed, and this is a little bit from every names that I've mentioned, I've witnessed where the internet got a little bit quiet and the internet got a little bit more, start to look a little friendly again. And, and someone out of one of those groups always seemed like either they got bored, either they was ready for some excitement again. Next thing I know, somebody out of that group either come out and make a video and dash word upon people, either make a video can talk about people cake and crack up cake and this a cake and that a cake. People come on internet, they talk about a Coke oil or a Coke and this or, and before you know it, the internet flares up again. And we're tired of it. Tired. So if I come out here and trying to make peace among the little circle so we can have some form of sanity and some kind of peace on social media, then girlfriend, sue me. Because stop. All right? All right. And for you bloggers that's going to run with this and try to twist and turn the narratives like you always do, just remember, no matter how you twist and turn it, no matter how you try to find some negative in what I'm saying right here, the bottom line is my original video and my original statement that I'm making now stands alone, and it stands to truth, and it stands by itself. And you cannot change my narrative, point blank, period. The names that I mentioned needs to find some kind of middle ground going into 2025 so we could bring some form of sanity and peace and quietness and love back to social media, because they are the main players that's causing all of this. So Tina, don't point finger on this one or that one or this one or that one. Point the finger at yourself too, because you are included in part of what took place all of the past 3 to 4 to 5 years. You're not excluded. And if you worry about your kids and you love your kids and you love your family, you would do that for them and not for your little crazy ego of wanting revenge that you're not gonna get, period. If you love your family, if you love your kids and you truly want to protect them, the best way to do is to find somewhere in there, somewhere, to let go all this hurt and anger and pain and bitterness and try to come together in a peaceful manner. I'm a stop so. People, this is Queen B. I come, I talk, I say what I have to say. And again, I won't be arguing, disrespecting, or going down a certain lane with Tina Chin, because at the end of the day, I do understand her hurt and her pain. She just got to remember there's others on social media that have the same things that happen to them. And a lot of them, or some of them, is handled a little bit differently. All right? And find a peaceful middle ground. That's all I ask. Have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning. All depends on part of the world you're in today. Queen B love you for free, and Queen B is out.